Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob, and today is day 15. We finally were able to get into the green yesterday with the bot, and let's see how today performs right after the intro. All right, everyone, we are back. As always, nothing that I state on this channel is financial advice. Futures trading is risky. Any money that you put out there is at risk of losing all of your funds. I'm here just to share with you guys my strategies that I take in the morning and to showcase this bot from Robert Anderson called the Goldline Trading Bot. Okay, so we've got a different type of format today, and the reason why did my recording from the morning, did all my trade recaps, did my end of day recap. Microphone wasn't working. Microphone wasn't working. But that's okay. Um, so it's going to be a little bit of a different format today, but I think that I'm going to be able to kind of piece everything here together for you. So as you guys know, yesterday we had the trading bot finally had a green day. We were able, let me pull up our P&L from yesterday, which we were able to realize a profit of $70.58 with the bot, and brought our account back up to $1,724. The first green day in 6 days, I think it was. So we needed that. We definitely needed that trade, and the setups were really good. I know I keep saying that the setups were good. We got that really big push on the NQ yesterday on that trade. I think we got up to $102 in profit and reversed on me down halfway. I was sweating bullets at that point because I'm like, man, this was a really healthy trade, and I need it. I mean, we needed it. We needed a win. So I told myself, listen, if it gets back up there, I got no shame in closing that trade out, and I did, and I actually closed it out at a great time because it reversed on us right after that. So that was great. We had another trade right after that, very similar setup, and took that one I think for break even, but that one also was in like $40 or $50 of profit. So the bot performed well yesterday. You know, and looking at a lot of the comments, obviously go both ways on this challenge. And I started out by trying to create this challenge to try to be as transparent as possible when trading this bot, and really letting the system pretty much run itself. And I know I have figured out, and based on just the experience and I don't want to say the experience, but the comments that I'm seeing from a lot of the other traders that are trading the same system, there definitely needs to be a discretionary side to this trading bot. So yesterday, I mean, obviously, I got super excited when we were in the green, and closed that one trade out early. First time I did that in about 14 days of trading this. I've just let the system do every single trade all the way from top to bottom. So took a little flack on that, and I think I said it exactly when I did it in the comments that I didn't give a shit. It was something that I needed. I needed for my psychology. I needed to for just to bring that positivity back. So let's see how the bot's going to do here today. I am well, you'll see. Here are going to be my trade recaps from earlier today, and then I'll give you a trade recap on all of my on the trades that the bot took and on my strategy setups that I know a lot of you guys are following. So stick around. Okay, and here we get into a setup.
Order submitted.
We get into a short on the RTY on a touch of the 1 minute goal line. So these are kind of just trend continuation trades, typically pretty tight stop losses, and obviously not very big targets like on the 5 minute goal line or a 5 minute red line. Our entry here was at once, or I should say 77.1, stop loss 78.1, and our take profit is at 73.6. You know, right away on, especially on these 1 minute goal lines, you go to break even pretty quick, right when you kind of get that push, because that's really what this trade is built for. And at this point, you know, you've got, oh, that was a nice candle right there, and you've got a really nice, it's a really nice flow of the continuation of this downtrend that we were currently in on the RTY. So you knew that you were going to get some resistance here, and you know it was just natural for this thing to just want to bounce right here. So you got a tight stop, you know, and I was a little worried that, you know, obviously we're probably 3/4 to our take profit here, but definitely wanted to see this trade through. We're at break even at this point, so you've got nothing really to lose, minus maybe a little bit of commission. So let's see here how this trade. We're in the $30 profit range here now, which is a nice trade. You know, trading 2 micro contracts of the RTY, so not huge, not huge dollar wise, but helps with the percentage of the wins. Not the wins, but the percentage of, you know, what we can bring back into the account. That's for sure. That's why it is a small account challenge. So these, let's see it. Come on, give me that extra tick right here. Don't do it. Give it to me right here. Give me this one.
Order
there you
canceled.
Go. Full take profit on that one. Nice little trade there on the RTY. All right, and now I'm in front of my computer and I see the setup happening on the NQ. We've got a touch here of the 1 minute gold line. And kind of was thinking to myself, you know, this, in my opinion, maybe not the best setup. Obviously, we were in a bunch of chop here. But the fact that it was a 1 minute goal line trade, I was like, okay, you know, this maybe not the best setup, but, you know, obviously the bot's going to take it, and the take profit is in a spot where I could definitely see price action going to. I mean, you obviously, you're going to have that little pivot right there, where you had that rejection from that candle right there to the left. But you can see that, you know, if we got into this trade, there would be the fact that there would be minimal risk. You know, I was like, okay, if the bot takes this one, you know, I think I'd be okay with it. So
order submitted.
There we go. We get entered into the trade on the short. Entry on this one was at 15,825.75. Stop was pretty much five points of stop, and we're looking at a take profit of 807. So right off the bat, we are in some profit. We got a great strong candle right there off the bat, and then it does start to kind of reverse on me a little bit, but let's see how this trade turns out. kind of starting to see small little continuation of the trend downwards here. Again, with that tight stop, 5 points on the NQ is not much. I mean, it can reverse in 5 seconds and take you out of a 5-point stop with no problem whatsoever. But on the flip side, it can also give you the 15 points that we need here. I think we're actually looking for 18 points of profit on the 1 minute goal line. So again, flirting with our entry line. Our entry line is kind of forming a line of, I guess, support for me at this point. But really need a strong move out of here, because if it just continues in the chop that it was in, we'll get chopped out of this trade really easy. Liking this formation here. All right, break-even trade, so no risk on the table. We're far enough out from our entry where we have at least a little bit of breathing room. I like that. And now I just know that that next level that it's going to 100% want to touch is right where that blue label is at. That is going to be an area where we are probably going to see some resistance here, or we bounce right back into the chop and get knocked out here for break-even. Come on. Come on. All right, so here's this level. I didn't even touch that level. It's just getting into it, and it's starting to... This doesn't look good here. Doesn't look very good here now at this point. Okay. Looks like the sellers step back in. I think they're looking for a continuation downward as well. We need them to really start to push right now. Come on. Starting to get a little nervous there. That's a strong push from the buyers. This is a tug of war right here. Tug of war. And this is what you're going to find in chop. I mean, this is pure definition of just a choppy market, choppy price action. All right, we're right at about the 5.5 minute mark of this trade. My trades yesterday seem to average in that 5 to 7 minute range, with my real good one being around 6.5 minutes. But we need to see some decision here. Come on, NQ. Doesn't even know what it wants to do here. Come on, bud. Come on, NQ. Not that way. No. Turn around, make a U-turn. Oh, no. Oh, no. Buyers moving in. Buyers are coming in. Sellers are saying, I don't know. I don't know. I think we got some more room for this fight. It's exciting. Come on. You gotta do something here for me. I mean, this thing is just hanging on by a thread. All right. Getting that push in here again. Getting to that same area that we were at before where we had that resistance. Got to break through here, right here. Break through it. Break through it. You can do it. Break through it. Come on. Break through it. Obviously, if we get past this, ooh. All right, so when we are in some profit now, no matter what. But I would really like to take this full take profit here. Again, just keep hitting that area there that I mentioned that we would have resistance from the beginning of the trade. And 8 minutes into the trade. Oh, man. Come on. Come on. There we go. Here we go. There we go. Oh! Oh, man, that was like to the tick. That was to the tick. Usually when you see that, you will usually get one more chance. One more chance. Come on. Oh, no. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, man. My heart can't take much more of this. Come on. Let's go. There it is. There it is. There it is. Go. 9 minutes into the trade. Let's go. Man, he feels like the hardest 18 points of my life here. Come on. Come on. This is comical. Come on, let's go. Just do it, buddy. Just do it.
Order canceled.
Oh, we took full take profit. Whew. Almost a 10-minute trade there. Holy smokes.
Order submitted.
All right, and here we get into another trade. Here's a trade in oil. We're looking for a short on a 5-minute gold line trade here. Now, not the best setup. We've just been in chop for a while here. Actually sped up this video a little bit on this trade because this one takes a long time. So sped it up. Just looking at this trade, we've been kind of just bouncing around the same area here. We do get a pretty healthy pullback there on those purple candles, and we're looking for a continuation downwards with the trend, which was that trend in oil here today. But again, not the best setup. But a setup that the bot took, so we'll see. We'll see here what the bot can do. Entry on here was 73.30. Stop loss was at 73.34, and take profit was at 72.70. So on this 5-minute goal line, we're looking at roughly 50 ticks of profit. Get a nice little push here. Our trailing stop, probably getting pretty close to getting activated. Just by the distance here. If we get a push here, we'll probably go into a break even. There you go. So we're in a break even trade at this point. The only thing really at risk at this point is going to be commissions. So, it needs to get through. It needs to get through this level where that blue label is at, and then even after that, it's going to have a pretty healthy push, to get to that TP area. Let's see. Positive thing here is that there's not much risk on the table. Probably a few bucks in commissions. So you can see it tries to, it hits that level of resistance and then just gets bounced right back up. Kind of knew going into it that that would be an area there that's gonna have, it's definitely gonna have trouble getting through, but definitely could. Let's see here. About a tick away here.
Order canceled.
All right, there you go. There's a break-even trade. All right, here we get into
Order submitted.
another trade in oil. I really like this setup. This is a 1 minute goal line, just a continuation trade. Now we've got that real downwards trend from price action. We got the touch to the 1 minute goal line, and we're just now trying to see that continuation downwards. So again, in my opinion, as 1 minute goal line trades come, this one looks like to me to be a really decent setup. So obviously right away we don't get that push down that we really need to get to that next level, but we'll see. We've had some trades here that have come to a tick or few away from getting stopped out, and then we've been able to take some profit out of it. So, I still had some faith here in this trade, and just hoping for that continuation there. But not
Order
sure.
canceled.
There you go. We got knocked out of that trade. So the bot did fantastic. How did I do? I traded like shit today. There's no other way of sugarcoating that one. The bot, man, it took 2 trades this morning that both went to full take profit. Good setups. Just super happy on how the bot was able to trade in this pure shit chop of a market today. So I'm going to start off with that. I am super, you saw the recaps there of the trades. It was great. It was great for the bot. Not so good for me, and I'm going to get to my trades in a little bit. So let's see how we did today. Today we took a realized profit of $87.04, bringing our account back to $1,811. So that was really nice. That the bot is just like, the bot I think is just saying, you know what? Hey guys, wait a second. I want to try to make a rebound here, and I'm feeling it. I'm definitely feeling the rebound. It needed it. It's had a really, really rough going for probably the past week minus yesterday. And I kind of feel like it was just saying to me today, Rob, I got you. Let me do my thing, and let me see if we can take some money out of the markets. And it did. It did a great job of it. I'm super proud of how this thing how it traded today. And now let's get into the bad. All my setups today did not work. None of them worked. I took 3 trades today. All 3 trades were losers. And not just that I took trades, but I made mistakes. I actually made multiple mistakes today. And shit, one of the biggest mistakes was not having my freaking microphone on in the morning. So that was a waste of a lot of editing. I'll put it to you that way. Not editing, but video creation. Tough morning. But let's start with oil. Why not? Let's start with the one that really just punched me in the face today. Pretty damn good. Let's bring up oil here on the chart. Even looking at it, just oh. Okay, let's start with our first session here. What happened? Oil had a huge sell-off here today. We saw that. Let me just take this off so we get a clean chart. We get a inside bar set up at 8:35 in the morning. Actually, to me, looked like a decent setup. I mean, I was kind of hoping that we would get the move to the short. Kind of would have fit the bill, but part of my trading strategy is to let the strategy's rules dictate what I'm going to do. And I had a long entry at the top of my inside candle, and I had a short entry at the bottom of my candle. Well, we got activated to the long right here. Here's the good part of this trade. And I'm saying that very sarcastically. You guys all know my source candle is the one right to the left of my inside bar. And how much of stop am I looking at? Could have swore I think it was 49. Because it's probably 48. I could swore I think I said it at 49. 49 is, and then 49 would be your take profit. But now you guys all know, you're going to be like, well, Rob, that's not your strategy. Your strategy dictates that if the source candle has risk of 40 points and higher, I move my risk down to 35. Yes, that would be correct. Is that what I did this morning? Nobody knows this yet. You guys are watching this video are the first people that are going to see what an idiot I was this morning. And this does play into one thing, and this is not for me to make excuses for shit trades, but this was mine. I'm getting a little better at it, but I'm answering questions on Discord. I'm creating a video, and I'm looking at charts, and I'm trying to get this done all at the same time. And today that bit me in the ass really good. Because what did I do? I didn't trade this in TradingView. If it would have been in TradingView, maybe it would have been a little easier. I don't think so. Not that it would be easier, but this tool, for some reason, mentally gives me a better visual of what I'm looking at. In NinjaTrader, what did I do? Took the trade, got in long. My long entry was right. I put my risk at the bottom of the source candle. So I took on, I'm going to say 49, because I know it was 49 ticks of risk, which is what I took this morning. And I set my take profit to 49. So I'm trading a CL contract now. I had this great idea that I'm going to go from trading the micros for the last 3 or 4 months. I've been trading 4 to 5 micro contracts, so about half of one CL. And I made the decision to move over. The account has been building. The strategy's been doing great. The win rate's been great. And, the account was building. So I'm like, okay, financially, I know with my risk that I should be moving up to one CL contract, which is what I did. Worked out great yesterday. Hit both of my trades on the CL, and that was awesome. And guess what? All that got wiped away. All of those profits from yesterday got wiped away real quick. So I took a $490 loss on the CL trade right here. Now that's a big hit. That's a big hit for me in my trading. On my trading size, that's a decent size hit. When I was trading the micros, My normal oil trade, if it was successful, was about $130. If it was not successful, it was a loss of 130 bucks. I then have my NQ trade that I take at 835. That's usually a plus or minus of 250. That's on the E-mini. That's been on the E-mini for 7 months. So then, yeah, I got whacked pretty damn good there. So typically, when I get a first session loser, I really am looking for that second session. And it really does. It's been very, very good to me where it will, sometimes even out my trade, sometimes going for a little win, sometimes going for a little loss. Today, what happens? Another inside bar sets up for a short, which, looking at this, looks like a good play. Continuation of the trend. Well, there's no continuation there. Knocked me out for 29 points, 29 and 49. Quick math, I think that's 78 ticks. That's a big hit. That was a big hit. So, again, I have been, and this is not me bragging or this is not me bullshitting or anything, I have been on a heater. Meaning that I have been green for a very long time. And I kind of felt like, when is the market going to really bite me in the ass? And it bit me in the ass today pretty damn good. That's for sure. Now, and that was oil. Let's get into the NQ real quick. Put this one back in its place. You were bad to me today. Now let's get to this other guy. All right. So here's my 15-minute NQ Rob reversal trade setup. We got a setup here at 9:30 in the morning today. We got that one down bar, that strong down bar, and then we get the secondary bar, which is our activation bar here, where it continues that downward trend, but then closes with a thrust upwards, meaning that we're looking for that shift in momentum. Closes above the ADMA. All my conditions are right. Time is good. It's just, trade was on. And as fast as the exact same trade from yesterday, remember? You remember? I said that trade took me to full take profit in like that. Well, today it did it just as quickly on the reverse and knocked me out for 35 points on the NQ. 35 points on the NQ. Now, granted, this is the micro. I'm trading two micro contracts. Let's slow down. I'm trading 2 micro contracts. So 35 points, the $140 loser. Add that to the oil. Tough day. So wiped away, just like yesterday, I had all 3 of my trades work, and today all 3 of my trades didn't work. So we then also get another setup here at 12:30, closed above the ADMA. We had the setup short, and here's a good learning lesson. As you guys remember on my strategy, your entry on this strategy is always a tick above the top of your candle, or if you're going short, a tick. So one tick offset. Okay. Well, that one tick, like I mentioned in my videos, will save you from a few trades. Might be only a few trades per month that it saves you from, but today it saved me 35 points because it never pierced my entry line. This thing then closed under the ADMA, and then we had a reset there. Okay. So took a loss there, took a loss on both of my oil trades. Okay. So what can I take out of that? Well, very simply put, today is a very good example of why I believe that I am a much better trader now than I was even 7 months ago. Completely night and day trader. If this happens to me 7 months ago, last year, the year before, I lose a few $1,000s today because you know what I start to do? I start to revenge trade. I got to make back that loss. I got to make back all that money that I just lost in the market. Especially if I made a mistake on a trade. Whew. Then I get really upset and I really start to overtrade. And you turn a loss into a huge loss. Now, with the way that I trade now, I took 3 trades. I lost all 3 trades. But guess what? I didn't have any more trade setups to take. There was no other trade setups to take. So I can't lose anymore. I can't overtrade. I can't revenge trade. That is the one single thing that has changed my trading around, where I can take out of today, as shitty of a day that I had trading on my own strategies, I know it's what has saved my ass over these last 6 to 7 months. And it's why I have been consistently green. I truly believe that it's the only way. It's the only way for me to trade successfully. I need to have rules. I need to have time conditions on my trades, not just say, I'm going to take a trade from 8:30 or 8 in the morning to the market closed. Because that's what I would have done before. I would have been trading until that bell rang and I got a margin call on my ass because I'm still in a trade and I'm trying to make up my losses. Those days are way gone. Way gone. I didn't even think about that today. You know what I thought about? Well, I got no more setup today. So, I'm going to have to come back tomorrow. I'm going to take the same setups tomorrow. And based on my testing, I know that in the long run, I'm going to be okay. And if something changes, I got to adapt to it. But that is what has changed my trading around. So, great job, bot. Bad day for me trading. Either way, it's a positive day. I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm excited for the final 4 days of this challenge and seeing where this thing ends up. It's exciting to me. So, listen, everyone, if you like the content and you like what I'm putting out there, hopefully you enjoy my transparency, the good, the bad, the ugly. Leave me a comment. Don't care if, whatever you want to leave, I'll respond to you. And please subscribe to the channel. Happy trading, everyone.